So I know you're going to break 100 because you're still watching these videos. Now, the next thing, you watch the first two, it's simple math about how many strokes we got, what clubs, what club distances we're trying to work with so we can make this easy game. Make this is an easy game for us. It's an easy game. You don't want to make this hard. So the next thing is, once you kind of have an idea of what clubs and what shots, you're going to try to use, you need to not lose balls. I know. You're trying to stop that, but you just don't stop. Don't try. Just do it. Okay. That 100-yard shot and the 200-yard shot is going to be what keeps you in play. It's going to be what keeps you in play. Because as soon as you try to go, like, oh, I'm going to hit my driver because it's way open. No, don't do that. Don't do that. Because there's something out here you're going to find randomly. That little electrical box that you can't move it from. The tree that it's stuck right behind that now you've got to play direct left or direct right out from. Or the fence over there that you're not going to get relief from. There's water, sand. We're trying to avoid all of the unnecessary hazards. So that starts with being mindful about keeping the ball in play. Because what does that do? That immediately cuts down a stroke. And that immediately saves you at least $1. I mean, I don't know how much your balls cost. But, you buying the cheap ones, they're probably about $1 a piece. Maybe a little bit less. If you're playing the more expensive balls, that's up to $5 a piece, which if you're not breaking 100, you shouldn't be playing those $5 a piece balls. And yes, I am advocating for less than expensive balls when you're beginning because it really doesn't give you an advantage. You can't you're not hitting it flush, so you're not able to access all the spin and all the compression that's available within the ball. So don't worry about that, but just know that when you're keeping a ball in play, you're saving a stroke, you're saving some money, and most importantly, you're saving the stress. Like, think about how many times if you hit the ball out and you're like, that's a stress that you've sent your emotional level downwards, like skyrocketing downwards, and now you've got to bring it back up to at least a baseline just to hit the next shot. This is why they talk about golf as such a mental game. Because if you're constantly fluctuating, like, you've got to use energy to bring yourself back down so you can hit the shot and not try to overjuice it. And the same thing, when you go down, you got to bring it back up so you can, like, not hit it and have the emotion of like, ah, man, I messed that one up. I'm going to mess this one up. You don't want to walk into the next shot with that mentality. You want to walk into the next shot knowing, like, you can at least hit the next shot where you want it to go. That helps when you keep it. That happens when you keep it in play. When you keep it in play, you don't have to worry about, oh, it's out there. Like, yeah, you might have a bad lie. You're never going to have perfect lies all the time. No pro has always had a perfect lie. You're going to hit it in the fairway and it's going to be in a divot. No bueno. You're going to hit it in a rough and it's going to be in a patch that somebody didn't put the grass back. No bueno. Like, all the things that could happen. But at least if you're keeping the ball in play, you've got a chance to keep moving it forward without an additional penalty stroke. So keep that in mind. I'll see you in the next one.